here. No one is.
We're not in your yard.
We're going to keep this peaceful. The police.
Look at the hate. Look at the hate.
A heated confrontation between protesters and residents of a quiet Overland Park neighborhood caught on camera Friday night. It wasn't long after police would arrive in force, taking 4 of those protesters into custody. A Shawnee man, 26-year-old Darian Richmond, is facing the strongest charges, accused of battery of a law enforcement officer. KCTV5's Leslie Aguilar returned to that neighborhood today. She talked with neighbors and the city about how everything unfolded that night.
The city of Overland Park says their police department reached out to one of the organizers of the protest that was set to begin here at Johnson County Community College on Friday. Police asked protesters to stay off of the streets. They say bicycle officers were monitoring the march, but when conflict started between homeowners and those marching, more officers had to respond.
Let's go. Get off our property.
This video from Friday has been shared all over the internet. Overland Park PD watched the confrontation live on Facebook. The city says the footage is what spurred a group of standby officers to respond to 116th Street and Quivira Road. We wanted to speak with the homeowners in the video, but they didn't come to the door when we knocked. Neighbor Tim Pychek watched the marchers walk by his neighbor's house from his own porch.
They were trying to provoke people. I mean, this is a quiet subdivision. You know, why are they here? What are they trying to prove? I don't know.
He supports his neighbors who confronted the protesters.
Definitely, yeah, because it was a crowd and they were being obnoxious.
But other neighbors saw things differently.
It was absolutely nonviolent. There were no weapons being brandished or anything. I do feel kind of the response seemed a little bit excessive and really exacerbated the situation. They were probably outnumbered 2-to-1 by the authorities here.
Eric Smoyer recorded this video from in front of his home. It shows police making 2 arrests. The man on the ground is 26-year-old Darian Richmond. The woman is Darian's wife. They were among the 4 arrests made that night. Darian is now charged with battery on a police officer. Overland Park's city spokesperson said an officer suffered cuts and abrasions when confronting Darian. The other 3 protesters arrested were charged with misdemeanors related to not staying on the sidewalk.
They were really sticking to the sidewalk and the side of the street or whatever. And honestly, I feel if they had been allowed really just to kind of keep going, they probably would have we got our message out there, we've done it, and moved on.
Smoyer and all the other neighbors here told us this is a racially diverse and usually quiet neighborhood. Regardless of how each person views the situation, it was a shock to have police in riot gear responding to their streets. That protest was organized by 2 different groups with the goal of spreading awareness of systemic racism and racial profiling in Johnson County. Overland Park says all the police officers who responded were wearing body cameras. Reporting in Overland Park, Leslie Aguilar, KCTV5 News.